Fight boss, bitch. You know, for sure. You're not listening to the Mind of an Terry's Mill. I'm the Archangel Uriel, and I'm here to carry out God duties and motherfucker responsibilities. And this video right here is about stop hanging around unmotivated ass motherfuckers. Now here's the thing. Once upon a time, your monkey ass was unmotivated. So guess what? The people you manifested in your life cater to that same energy. Unmotivation. So, you know, whatever energy that you was in, the people that surround you, that feel comfortable around you, they feel comfortable because y'all share the same energy. Now, here's the motherfucking thing. You probably just got into something. You probably just came over a form of information. You know what I'm saying? You probably just got inspired via person, place, or thing, circumstance, or situation, or a goal you just accomplished. And guess what? Boom! You got that spark from Mars. Now you motivated. But here's the thing, right? Everybody got their own time. Everybody on their own time. And it only becomes frustrating when you try to make someone else a part of your time, and if they're not complying in the way that your time is orchestrated. This is where it comes to meeting your soul group and things of that nature. But besides that fact, here's the thing. Boom! You're on your own time. So what does that mean? When you became motivated, that doesn't necessarily mean the people that you have already manifested in your life as far as seeds, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be motivated at the same time your monkey ass is motivated. So guess what, right? Now you're going to be around unmotivated people while you just got a spark of interest to be motivated in some way, shape, or form. So don't hold these people at fault, because if you care about these individuals and you see that their mind is on the right level, then you could kind of make them match your energy. But if a person is start to play out like a dud, aka you cannot spark no flame, they firecracker wick, you can't light it if life depended on it, so you can never see them explode in any way, shape, or form, not even as far as potential when you think about them or when you feel about them, then for the most part, you're going to have to let that individual go, because slowly but surely, they're going to become toxic. And if that individual really care about you and whatever you doing, it got some energy in it, they're going to force themselves to try to match your energy in some way, shape, or form. Otherwise, they're going to be hard on themselves even when they ain't around you. So keep that in mind also. But here's the thing, right? See, everybody not going to be motivated on the same time. So that's why I say don't hold everybody at fault. If you are around people that you actually care about and you can see that their mind is on a level where you can match yourself as far as just that little frustration or argument of energy that might have to be had in order for people to see where both parties is coming from. You know what I'm saying? Got to come to a terms of agreement, or things will always be shaky. Never even start no relationship without no terms of agreements met. Because slowly but surely, terms and agreements, aka each individual is going to be secretly making up a contract. And if you already jumped in a relationship ahead of time without that term and agreement being on the table, slowly but surely, those contracts is going to be on the table after the fact. And then this is going to make a person look at the contract like, hold on, there's certain things in this contract that I don't care for. I wouldn't even got in a relationship, or I wouldn't even chose to do business, or whatever circumstance you in, family, associates, friends, or whatever. You're going to be looking at this contract like, damn, I wouldn't even jumped into no relationship with you in the first place if I knew this was some of the requirements. God damn it, I'm going to have to take this to my esoteric lawyer, aka you on your own time pondering on whatever obligation this person is trying to present to you in the first place. You see what I'm saying? Which is not an actual contract, it's an esoteric contract. And it's up to you to stamp it with your esoteric stamping tool. You know what I'm saying? AKA make that person feel like you agreed to those terms and conditions. But if there's certain things in those contracts that you don't necessarily agree with, AKA certain responsibilities that you ain't feel like you have to uphold, and things of that nature, based upon shit, the relationship ain't start like that. Why is this some shit starting now? Then for the most part, that's when you have to take it to your esoteric lawyer and see if you agree to these terms and conditions. And if you don't, but you still want to comply with the individual, rearrange your contract in a way that it can have a certain percentage level of what you need, or that certain thing that you don't agree with don't be at a maximum percentage level. And so that person don't get their hopes up high because they know ahead of time that you're not agreeing to that terms and condition. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's always good to start a relationship with the terms and conditions already set up. Therefore, if you're a part of somebody you attach to spiritually, there's no such thing as a contract because you guys already vibe. 9 times out of 10, you're probably already in the same field doing similar things. So keep that in mind also. And when same field, similar things, that doesn't mean actually doing the same things physically. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it can mean doing the same thing mentally and emotionally. And that's where you meet your twin flame or twin flames. As far as your soul group, y'all have the same passion and fire for whatever y'all doing. Y'all might be doing totally different things, but the amount of energy, passion, thoughts, and feelings that y'all give to it is in the same frequency vibration. So you're going to meet each other in the esoteric realm because spiritually, you guys are on the same wavelength. in the many trillions of dimensional paths that you can go through, and windows and portals and stargates. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, when you're around individuals that's unmotivated. Now, here's the thing. Let's take it into the negative end right now. When you have been at a certain stage in your life based upon, you know what I'm saying, you might have been lost in certain things. You know what I'm saying? We all have been there. So we just by default manifested certain individuals that we share so many experiences with. It's kind of normal. You know what I'm saying? Or certain circumstances and situations that we just do as a routine and pattern because it helps us build our security inside, our insecurities, so we can feel safe and not vulnerable towards the world. So here's the thing, right? Once you become motivated and you're around a whole bunch of other individuals that's unmotivated in some way, shape, or form, right? The more you participate with their energy, they're going to start to make you feel like whatever you are motivated about, you're motivated about these things for no reason. See, this is one of the key cores on why it's important to stop hanging around individuals who are not motivated. Because these motherfuckers who are not motivated, you might got bums in your life. You might got and when I say bums, it could be a mental bum. They don't have no creative spark, right? So every time you're around them, you have to feel like you have to lessen yourself down. AKA, in a third dimension, this is how it plays out. Every time these individuals are around, I don't care who they are in your life. They could be your favorite coworker, favorite friend, associate, whatever, family member, drunk-ass auntie, nephew, niece, whatever. Right? So you could be in a goddamn situation, right? Where this person may come around, right? And then for the most part, you're motivated, and then their unmotivated energy may put you into a situation where you may feel like you got to come down to their level, aka stop doing whatever you're doing physically, aka stop thinking whatever you're thinking esoterically, aka stop feeling whatever you're feeling at the moment that make you feel comfortable in order to comply and relate to them. And here's the thing, a lot of these people be so low vibrational, there's no other spectrum to relate to them in except for worldly things, right? Now it's okay to dive into worldly things and mundane things every now and then, but once it go too far, like damn, this is what all you about, this all you know what to talk about as far as what just happened in your relationship, this all you know how to talk about, all the bad shit that happened in your life, this all you know how to talk about, love and hip-hop, this all you know how to talk about, memes, and not having a sense of system of understanding memes for yourself. This all you know how to talk about is video games. This all you know how to talk about is gossip. You don't know how to take these things and make a meaning behind it based upon trying to understand your characteristics and what you do and what you not do, and have and what you don't do, and have a higher outlook on it based upon if you are diving into these lost spectrums, at least you're giving a person a certain spectrum that you're trying to learn from yourself, or you're trying to look at something from a higher perspective. Therefore, you give a person a sense of, okay, if I'm around this person, they already got certain virtues for them and principles for themselves that they won't allow themselves to wash up under certain currents. And then you being around this individual, you will even be more sophisticated around this individual, because you'll know this person has standards based upon how they talk about their dislikes if they are talking about gossip, but just in their manner of how they do it. It ain't what we do, it's how we do it. See, what they're doing, they could be talking about gossip, but how they doing, one person could be utilizing gossip, but trying to convey to the person that they're talking about how they're not like that in some way, shape, or form. So it's not just gossip as a form of laughing and entertainment because we got some type of internal insecurity ourselves when we not on the phone. It's that type of utilizing gossip in the form of a way of constructing another individual that you're talking to in a form of giving them a sense of comfortability that you're not going to portray those actions, that whatever that you're saying that you dislike from whatever you're utilizing as far as a person and the gossip that you're using at the moment and the mistake that they have made. You see what I'm saying? And that's just an excuse because, you know, everybody be diving into these energies and they have to sit back and look at it like, damn, was I evil? No, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it. So, you know, I like to get into the roots and crevices of shit. But for the most part, like I said, when you're around individuals who are not motivated, they put you into a state where you feel like whatever you are, because here's the thing also, especially if these are people you actually care about, they're going to come around and give off thoughts and feelings, and when you get hit by that energy and influences, it's almost going to be the concept of they're going to make you feel like you need to stop doing whatever you're doing because you need to give them attention now because they're in your presence, right? And a lot of y'all are in marriages like this, where a lot of y'all be having your own separate positions, what y'all do throughout the day. One person clean this, or but then you got one person invading your space in some way, shape, or form, and then make you have to stop doing what you're doing that you feel comfortable in order, and then give you this sense of energy like you need to give them attention because that's more important at the moment, other than what you're actually doing. You see what I'm saying? So it gets motherfucking deep. Damn, it's about to stop. So like I said, right? Stay away from individuals that's unmotivated because they're going to put you into a space to make you feel like whatever you're motivated about has no meaning or reason for you to be motivated for it. Fight, boss.